We are
Error
live.
occurred.
It says we're live.
Are we? We're live. Jesus.
We're live.
All right. Well, that's how this show works because I click the button at 7:00 and it just spins and then it tells me error and then it says you're live and I so yeah. Welcome to this.
Shit show.
It's technology for you, baby. The all season stinks. The stadium's flooded. Some guy put out a bad mock draft. That's what we're gonna do today. Wrong video. He has not sent a text yet. Jesus Christ.
You boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Boys are ready to go. Boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Boys are ready to go.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the shit show that is the Cincy Unfiltered show, baby. Thank God we're handsome because technology is not our thing. Thanks for being here, guys. The tri-state area, the millions and millions of people watching worldwide. Drew, I hesitate to ask this with how the show just started, but how we doing tonight?
Today stinks, dude. I'm getting after it early. This show's brought to you by Garage Beer. I gotta open this fucking thing up. Oh, what a day.
That's something crisp to open it up with. Both of us rocking the Garage Beer Lime. Obviously, they have their, let me point the right way, their classic light beer, which is just your everyday sipper. But if you really want to turn it up a bit, party, Fiesta. Or no, is that nap? No, siesta's nap. Fiesta. Sorry, guys. I speak
bilingual program.
Yeah, right. Grab the old Garage Beer Lime. Give it a swig. Absolutely wonderful. They keep the lights on here, folks. I say it every time, but it's genuinely very, very, very good beer. Drew, tell them how they can find it.
Well, all you got to do is go to www.drinkgaragebeer. If you're on the web browser on your phone, just click allow to use your location. It's going to tell you everywhere in your area: bars, restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, sketchy corner stores, whatever. Wherever you can buy this delicious beer flavored beer. And I couldn't wait until longer. They say the pros get the show going, get the people in, and then slip in the ad read. Not today, buddy. I needed to crack that thing open. I had to get that thing off and going.
It's been a rough day for you. It's been a long week for me. So this show is going to be something, folks. Minimal preparedness, but we got a lot for you tonight. Definitely going to talk about the.
Hey, ban this guy. What?
Oh,
what you say, man?
Get out of here. Got a lot for you tonight. Stadium's flooded. Mock drafts are out there. Some of them stink. Some of them don't. Doesn't matter either way. We're going to review one from CBS. John Breach, 10 hours ago, posted this one. We're going to go line by line in this and tell you what we like and tell you what we don't like. So where do you want to start? We've already done the ad read.
Yeah, I had to. These are certain. Yesterday was National Beer Day.
Yes.
Shout out Garage Beer for existing.
Yep, 100%.
Let's start with the fact that the stadium's underwater.
Yeah.
We got draft visits happening. You think they had to snorkel Walter Nolan in?
I'm not sure. Yeah. If you're a prospect coming to play and you show up to this, what? Yeah, you gotta come in the back. We're having a little sprinkler problem out front. What is going on?
That elevated gate over there by the pro shop.
Yeah.
Slip in.
I just
welcome to Cincinnati, and there's there's fucking brown water everywhere. Yeah. Dude, is it always like this?
It sucks that it's brown. It's not. It looks like sewage. Let's just be honest. It's pretty disgusting. I tweeted out, we can't afford water damage. We got to pay Trey Hendrickson. So hopefully this is not seeped into the stadium area or the back area. Cause when you go in those doors there, it's like a garage, security's to your left. And then you go in the locker rooms right down there. Hopefully our locker room's dry and those are some watertight doors, but this is ridiculous.
The players' parking lot's all flooded. Yeah, everything riverside before you go up that that slight hill. Yeah, to get you to the other gates of the stadium is just flooded, and I believe still flooded as of today, based on some stuff I saw on the internet from some Bengals social employees. Yeah, it's just It's wild, dude. Like you can see the water all the way up to the gate there on Pete Rose Way. These images are from Reagan Holgate on Twitter, and it just made me think, like, what if this was in the middle of the regular season?
Yeah. What
What if this was happening during an active football game situation? Like, what if they had a game on like a Thursday night, for example, and they're just sitting in all this water?
They would just have them. They would just park in Bengal Jim's lot or something. I don't know, because like, where the hell are the players supposed to go? Like the medical staff goes through there. Like I think like a lot of stuff goes through that little roll up door there. So this is where
you imagine. You imagine
wait.
we're all just tailgating. Joe Burrow's like trying to park his car, and I'm up there on the stage at Bengal Jim's like, lose your fucking mind on third down, dude.
Oh my
like, what
God.
the fuck's wrong with this guy? But so I got to thinking, if it was during football season, I'd probably just tailgate something like this. So I would just get the canoe, the old SS Houday, got 3 12ers, a garage beer line there. I'd just lounge out a little bit, watch the players come in, and I feel like that would just a water tailgate could be fine.
You have a future in graphic design, because I thought that was real. That was a great picture there.
Jesus Christ. It looks exactly like I'm actually in a canoe. You're right.
This is going to give some people ideas, and we're going to see some idiot in a canoe throwing it over the gate, and then the police tasing him as he tries to break in. So
that fucking Drew guy on Twitter did it.
Oh my!
I thought it was okay. He's on the payroll.
What? Yeah, right. Yeah, what a mess.
It's nuts though, dude. Like it's flooded like up into like by the music center. I mean, the bridge, dude. It's almost touching the bottom of the bridge.
That's insane. That's crazy.
We just got the bridge back.
Yeah, it's been raining for like a week straight, but this is crazy. It's nuts.
You just see like Mike Brown's probably got like the best insurance policy ever though. Like if a seat gets broken in the stadium, he's calling State Farm. Like,
yeah. Come fix
this.
This.
Longworth Hall's flooded, as Kay Breezy points out.
Is it really?
Yeah, the Longworth lot is flooded out. Just completely underwater. It's just like where everybody tailgates, just brown water. I do own a boat that I fucking despise and wish I'd never, ever even thought about getting. Mm-hmm. Big summer on the way. But I can maybe take it down there if it'll fucking start and just kind of putt around, just kind of hit the tailgate lots a little bit in the boat. But dude, it's something. We got, buckets. Buffalo did have the shovel brigade. We can get the bucket brigade. We'll just go down there and just shove it out. But where's it going to go? It's covering the road.
Yeah, back just
it's covering Maring Way down there.
That's crazy.
Pull a vote down with the van. I need to put a trailer hitch on the van. Also get the van in tip top shape. That's a project for this summer.
I know that thing's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I don't know. Hopefully this shit clears up by the time any real stuff needs to happen. So I mean, thank God it's the off season, like you said.
The Reds have a game Friday.
I get, yeah. Is like you said, is Freedom Way wet?
Yeah, dude. It was flooded up to the gates, like some of the gates of Great American Ballpark too. I don't have the pictures, but yeah, it was up there. I don't know if it's gone down any since then, but it was fucking up there, dude. Yeah.
Oh, at least it's the off season for the Bengals, because this will be a total mess during the season, and we would be getting dunked on so hard.
Oh God, could you imagine, dude? I'm surprised it hasn't started yet. Honestly,
yeah, absolutely.
You better be off with a long pole moving around Venice style, otherwise you'll break your prop. That's true, dude. We could get like the Italian thing. I don't know what it's called. We could give tours down there, like. Oh, Walter Nolan's in town for a visit. I'll just paddle you around the city and show you what things are like.
Oh my God.
Like they said, the rivers reach like a 60-foot crest, and I don't necessarily know what that means, but I'm pretty sure it's high.
I'd be curious to see, like, is Jim's lot covered? Like,
no, it's underwater, dude.
Holy crap. Really?
Yeah. Dude, the river just came up and over to the stadium. The road's covered. That lot E's covered. It's just anything that's not on that slide elevation.
The practice bubble.
Yeah, practice bubble. They said the practice bubble's okay, but it is flooded over there too. Like, you know how deep that drop off is in that woods right behind Lot E, because that's where I go to illegally take a piss.
Yep.
And Dude. It's way down there. So this river is way up, dude. It just spilled over.
Wow.
everywhere.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. There's some guy took a video. Holy crap. Yeah, it's up on the stairs. Hooters. The Hooters Bridge is underwater.
I don't know if it's called the Hooters Bridge, but I like where your head's at.
Well, it's the bridge, the bridge to Hooters. Holy crap. There, I'll show it.
Michael Rolfe with the $4.99 super chat. Oh, so you're down to from the.
That's crazy.
Holy shit. Michael Rolfe has confirmed Longworth is safe. He'll post some pics on that Elon site.
Perfect.
Thank you. We have plans for Longworth into the summer, so I'm glad that everything's okay there. It's just a wild scene, dude. I can't stop imagining, like, what if this was football season? It would be a disaster. Think of all the parking that's gone. Like, it's probably flooded up into those garages too, right past the music center, like the CRG garages. It's probably up in there.
Yeah. What a mess.
Josh, where's Drew's canoe? It's right here, dude. Don't worry. We're set. We're safe. Don't worry about anything.
Canoe.
I could probably fit.
Day.
Yeah, I could fit a few of us in there. But yeah, dude, it's just a wild scene, and I am concerned because, like, if you look there, those are just like garage doors.
Yeah, I don't know if they're
how well do they seal?
I don't know. I have no idea. Who knows? All right, stadium's flooded. Let's talk about this mock draft from CBS.
Yeah. So, what was his name?
His name is John Breach.
This guy might be a fucking doofus. He posted a 6th round because the Bengals only have 6 picks. He didn't do trades. Mock draft for the Bengals. And starting off, he's going to draft a guy to play a different position. He's going to draft Kelvin Banks, the offensive tackle from Texas. We should have 2 goals for this draft, make their defense better and find some protection for Joe Burrow. Banks is a tackle. He'd likely need to start his career as a guard in Cincinnati, then make the move to tackle once Orlando Brown's time with the team is done. The Bengals could certainly go with a defensive player here, but they've invested so much money on the offensive side of the ball that they might just decide that adding more protection for Joe Burrow is the way to go. I think that's dumb as hell, honestly. Draft a tackle to make him play guard. I know they did it with Whitworth. Dalton Risner's begging you to sign him, by the way.
Yeah, literally.
Hey, love to play there.
Yeah, literally.
Commented on Malik's video, like, would love to be a Bengal. And somebody was like, have the Bengals reach out. He's like, nope.
Really? I
gave up no sacks last year, like 1 quarterback hit, no penalties, just had a great pass blocking year. And the Bengals are like, probably Cordell Volson, Cody Ford, Jackson Copeland, Lucas Patrick will be all right.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I think this pick in another draft I would be excited about. Right? Like last year's draft, right? This would have been great. I wouldn't be angry at this. I would scratch my head, right? Because, like, in my mind, if you're trying to protect Joe Burrow, you're doing the right thing, I think. Now, a lot of guys come into the league, they're tackles in college and they play guard for a little bit and they move to tackle, or they find a home at guard and play well. Obviously, studs play tackle in college and play tackle in the NFL. But I think, like I said, if you draft a guy and the goal and the verbiage behind it is we need to protect our star quarterback, I'm okay with it. We are defensive needy. Like, we need defense. Like, this year, I want the first couple picks to be defense. Like, I just really do. I wouldn't mind if they just went defense, guard, defense. Like to me. But I see your point, but I also, if you're trying to protect Joe Burrow, I'm all for it.
Yeah, but you're going to draft a guy at 17 and move him out of position and start him as a rookie at a new position. And Alex also points out in the chat that he missed like half of last season. So that's good. Injury concerns, switch positions, start a rookie. I just don't love it. Honest fan, this guy's honest. Who did you too? That's a new one in the chat. But shout out to Honest Fan. We do have a not like the premature one earlier, a real text from Dan. Just before we move on, he's touching on the Risner topic. He said sign him. He'd be cheap. He'd get him for like $3 million, dude.
Yeah, and he wants to be here and can play. Like, I don't know why it's not an option. I don't get it.
$3 million. If he stinks, cut him in camp. Who cares?
Yeah. I
They've
wish
got
that
the money.
I wish they would make that effort. It's just such a low hanging fruit signing. Like there's no excuse not to. Anything they would say would not be a good excuse for me. So
Yeah, I completely don't understand it. We've got a report from Michael Roth with some images from Longworth.
Breaking news.
I don't know how good these are going to show. My phone is dirty. It's drying up a little bit down there.
Okay,
like.
Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, we're getting there. We'll make it move. I think there's 3 pictures. Oh, 2 pictures. But it is kind of an island. It looks a little bit like an island.
Careful scrolling.
I'm just on Twitter. We're not in the
okay. All right. Longworth Island posted that dome site. Tagged you both. Okay, yeah, we'll look at it. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, first
I feel a little bit better now.
At 17, taking a guy, moving him out of position. Yeah, it's not ideal. But if he ended up being great and protecting Joe Burrow, I think in the long run we'd look back and we'd be like, okay, I'm glad we did that. If our offensive line all of a sudden became just elite, that would be great. But yeah, this is not my ideal pick at 17 at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't love it. I'm on the veteran guard train. I know that they're done with guards till after the draft. Maybe would add one after the draft, depending on how it shakes out. Defense is just needs so many guys. You need so many swings. I don't love it. He does have them going defense in the second round. Pick 49, Landon Jackson, the edge out of Arkansas. He says no matter what happens with Trey Hendrickson, the Bengals need some serious pass rushing help. That is absolutely valid.
Yeah.
Whether Trey Hendrickson could sign a contract right now and they still need pass rush help.
100%.
If Hendrickson plays for the Bengals in 25, then Jackson would be a nice compliment to the NFL sack leader. But if he doesn't, you know what? Let's just say the Bengals really need to take a pass rusher with one of their first 2 picks, and we have him with going 1 here. I don't know dick about this guy, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, so Landon Jackson, if you remember a long time ago, he has alopecia. He doesn't have hair or any on his face or eyebrows or anything. Do you remember that goofy video of that long arm guy slapping the like tackle dummy and kind of looked awkward? You remember that video?
No, I've not.
Okay, all right, we'll move past that. But Landon Jackson he's got a huge wingspan, good pass rusher. He would absolutely be a good compliment to Trey Hendrickson. I don't know if he'd be there at 49, to be honest. But at 6'6", 264, he's a good size. I do my shadow team with a couple of buddies from high school, and I'm looking at Landon Jackson myself for my shadow team, so I know a little bit about him. But I think anytime you can get athleticism and length, a guy that can make contact with the offensive lineman before getting bull rushed or a move on to start working him because he's got really long arms and he's quick is a good addition. So, and like you said, even if Trey Hendrickson signs tonight, we need to add pass rush. So,
yeah. And perhaps this could be the pick. I just, like I said, I don't know a ton about the guy. I saw a mock with a running back in the second, said I didn't like it, was told I don't know ball.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a better pick, but I don't.
I would be happy with this pick. That means nothing, but to me, if they pick up Landon Jackson at 49, I think that would be a good pass rush. If you don't pick up a crazy pass rusher like Mike Green or something at 17.
Yeah, I'm thinking pass rush 17.
Yeah.
Malachi Starks 49, if you can make that happen.
Not
Malachi Starks. I'm sorry, he's going to be way gone. That's the guy from Georgia. Xavier Watts.
From Notre Dame. Yeah. Okay, that's what I think.
Malachi Starks is a guy that's been mocked to the Bengals in the first as a safety who's a dog.
Yeah,
Guy's
Georgia. Yeah.
And then moving on, he does have us going to a safety in the third round, Andrew Makuba, as a eventual successor for Geno Stone, or maybe a midseason replacement for Geno Stone if Geno Stone gets off to a slow start again. The Bengals need to rebuild their defense from front to back, and after starting at the front with Jackson in the second round, they will move to the back by selecting Makuba, who will provide some instant competition for Geno Stone. With Stone set to be a free agent following the 2025 season, selecting Makuba will help them in the present. He could play right away, and the future as he'd hopefully to take Stone's spot after the safety's likely departure. Did that not make it to the editors?
I don't know.
And the future, as he'd hopefully to take Stone's spot after the safety's likely departure. That did the editor miss that. That sounds
That's
stupid.
funny.
This guy might be a big dumb dipshit.
Yep, he could be. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at Makuba here. He's not really going to help you much in the run game, but like he's like a true free safety back there. Pretty athletic, good instincts. Yeah, ball hawk. Kind of like your Devin McCourtney type, you know.
I'll take a Devin
I
McCourtney.
wouldn't be mad. Yeah, if our third round pick is a guy like Makuba, I absolutely wouldn't be mad at it. He can make plays, ball hawk, and I think he would supplant Geno Stone by midseason.
It's fun to say too. Makuba. It's a fun name to say. There are 3 safeties in this draft, and the rest are scrubs. Michael Rolfe, is Makuba in that top 3, or is he falling into your scrub territory? I guess is what we need to know.
Who, Makuba?
Yeah, he says there's 3. He says there's 3 good safeties in the draft. The rest are scrubs. So I'm trying to figure out, does Makuba land in the good or the scrub category for old Mike Rolfe?
I wouldn't call him a scrub. Makuba, I think he played at Clemson for like his first 3 years, and then transferred to Texas. Had to like learn a whole new defense. So I mean, he's smart. So like a guy like that can come in and pick up things quickly. I think would be a great addition. And yeah, ball hawk, athletic. He's not going to come up and hit people like Jordan Battle, I don't think. But I mean, let's intercept the ball. That'd be fun.
Well, yeah, you're thinking the 1-2 punch right there anyway, right? He's going to kind of roam that middle. That we haven't had that center fielder that can go back there by himself and play the whole back half of the field while you send another safety up in the box. We haven't had that since Jesse Bates left. So
yeah,
he's a guy that can do that. Absolutely. Michael Rolfe says he's a scrub though.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I agree. But yeah.
T Brookie missed the first two picks, but I'll catch up. Who day? First one was Kelvin Banks. Second one was I keep wanting to say Lamar Jackson. Landon Jackson.
Not Lamar.
Was the second pick. And now we're on to Andrew Makuba. And then back to the defensive trenches in round 4. JJ Pegues?
I think Peegs.
Peegs? Okay.
Yep.
JJ Peegs. Another guy I don't know a ton about, but he looks really cool in that graphic because he got the ball in his hand. And I like when big boys get the ball. Yeah. The Bengals have to get stronger in the trenches on the defensive side of the ball, and they do that here by taking that name. What'd you say you think it is?
Peegs.
Peegs. He is such a unique talent that he actually played some offense at Ole Miss during the 2024 season. He had 21 carries for 69 yards and 7 touchdowns. 7 tutties from a defensive tackle. Not only will the Bengals be getting a strong defensive lineman, but they'd also potentially be getting someone who could be a secret weapon near the goal line. The old Domata Pecco package is what I think of when I read that.
Peegs is a pretty versatile guy. Obviously versatile because he played a little bit of tight end. You could put him in on goal line, run some trickery. But, I mean, he's 6'2", 309, and he's pretty damn athletic for being that big. So, like, I don't mind that at all. You throw him in there in the interior rotation. Maybe he shines. I wouldn't be mad at this pick in the 4th at all. Not at all. Yeah. Being a two-way player is crazy, but
69 yards. Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Get it? Yeah. Took you a second, but you got it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about Peegs. Like some negatives about Peegs is like, quite honestly, he's still learning to play defense, right? He's not as quick off the ball as some of the other guys in this draft. His pad level's a little high sometimes, and he gets pushed back, but it's a guy you're getting in the 4th, you know what I mean? That is versatile and a quick athletic guy for 300 pounds. So I wouldn't be mad at this right here at all.
My computer just started playing music. That was dumb. He played nose in their defense, says Nick Fought in the chat.
Yeah.
Round 2, if we're lucky, Tate Ratledge, who played right next to Mims at Georgia. I would love that at 49. That's probably my favorite non-defensive pick at 49 is putting Tate Ratledge right back next to Amarius Mims.
Yep.
And just creating a wall for the next 10 years over there. I would absolutely love that. Moving on. So this guy's drafting a bunch of dudes I don't fucking know anything about. But here in the 5th round, he gets a guy that I actually do know a little bit about. It's old Jack Kaiser. Al Golden's old buddy from Notre Dame at linebacker. There's obviously the hole with Jermaine Pratt. We don't know what's going to happen there. Is he going to be on the team? Is he not? I don't fucking know. So he says, this isn't a great draft for linebackers with only 2 or 3 of them ranking among the top 100 prospects. However, this is the perfect draft for taking a late flyer on a linebacker, and that's exactly what the Bengals decide to do here with Kaiser, who would be reuniting with his old college. I just stuttered. It just double worded it. His college defensive coordinator, Al Golden. After Notre Dame's loss in the college football playoff to a team we won't name in the national championship game, Golden left Notre Dame to take the Bengals' open defensive coordinator job. Now, I really, really like this pick because there is a need at linebacker. There's a need at linebacker even if Jermaine Pratt is back because he had some up and down moments last year, and I think Golden's going to play 3 linebackers a little bit more than Lou Anarumo did. So a guy that he's familiar with. A guy played on a national champion level defense, took Notre Dame to the promised land almost. He slides in next to a Logan Wilson. You got 2 athletic playmakers. Kaiser's going to fly to the ball, let Logan kind of play back, do his coverage thing, pick off balls, picks off most balls of any linebacker since he came into the league. Then you have Kaiser who can just kind of be your wrecking ball. I love young, hungry, athletic linebackers that haven't been getting hit in the league for 5 years, so they don't think about it. They just see ball, get ball, go. So I would really like this pick, actually.
Yeah, I think Kaiser here would be a slam dunk pick. You hit it best. He's your like crash out white guy linebacker, dude. He's going to be great on the run defense. He's not bad in pass coverage. He's more of kind of your stick your hat in the gap linebacker, and we can use him to just absolutely disrupt the line of scrimmage while Logan Wilson hangs back and picks off quarterbacks. He would be a excellent second to Logan Wilson. Those guys playing next to each other would be a fun linebacking core to watch.
Yeah, and the familiarity with Golden obviously is a big draw because Golden's going to change some things. Obviously, you can't run a college defense in the NFL, but there's probably going to be a lot of similar concepts. He's probably going to have a lot of the same language, a lot of the same terminology. So it's just something where he's a guy that could slide in there early, and I think see action early. I don't believe Joe Bocci has been re-signed yet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There might even be a whole, for him to kind of cut his teeth in the special teams area. I don't think Joe Bocci has been re-signed.
I think if we were to draft Kaiser, he'd play football. I mean, he's a run stuffer. I think he graded out in like the 70s pass rushing. Like, I think if we drafted him, he would be playing football, especially if Pratt moved on. If we had Pratt would probably still be out there, and Kaiser would, fill that third role. But Kaiser would play football here.
Yeah, on the linebacker train, Mike Rolfe says he'd also love Jihad Campbell from Alabama in round 1. He's injured, but I've never seen a player like him. He reminds me of Terrell Suggs. Now, the injury concern that I've been hearing about with Jihad Campbell is a torn labrum, and I thought that was it. If he's got a torn labrum, that's nothing. That shit heals up, you're fine. But Joe Goodberry is saying that there's more injury concerns. I don't know exactly what they are, but he says that he's got enough injury concerns that he would stay away from him at 17. So I don't know.
Maybe he falls. Who knows?
I don't know what that is. I don't know how far he would fall. I mean, he's definitely not going to fall in the 5th round.
No.
But like I said, I don't know exactly what the injuries are. But Goodberry's like there's so many injury concerns that he's out on him at least at 17. So I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, that kind of changes my view on it. I thought it was just a banged up shoulder. I didn't realize there was more.
Yeah, he hasn't said what it is, but there is apparently more. K Breezy says Jack Kaiser's Drew Tranquil 2.0. I'd take that.
Yeah, I like that. That's an awesome comparison. Yeah.
K Breezy is an Irish fan. He watched the guy all year. He knows.
There you go. Yeah, Kaiser is one of my favorite players in the draft. I would be super excited if we picked him up.
So like this guy finally hits a pick, in the 5th round that I agree with. Good job, buddy. And then rounding it out, round 6. Not Kaiser, but Kiner, Corey Kiner, running back, your Cincinnati Bearcats. Since taking Joe Burrow with a number 1 overall pick in 2020, the Bengals have selected at least one skill player in every draft since then, and that trend continues here. Kiner went to high school, Roger Bacon, and college in Cincinnati at the University of Cincinnati, and now with this pick, he gets to stay with his hometown to start his NFL career. I'm going to tell you the most thing that I know about Corey Kiner, then I'll let you talk about your Bearcat. I started a NCAA franchise, whatever it's called, on the game when it first came out. Corey Kiner was a dog.
Yeah.
On there.
Yeah. So, Kiner's fun.
I like it.
Yeah, Kiner would be a fun pick. 5'9", 209. I would love, I don't know, maybe 5 more pounds on him. But I like Kiner. He's quick. He's elusive. So maybe that weight's a negative, but he grades out pretty well in zone, gap, any kind of scheme you want to put him in. He's going to get out there and he's going to make some moves. Is he the absolute star of this class at running back? Absolutely not. But we don't need that right now. We need another guy to play behind Chase Brown. Kiner would be really fun. I watched Kiner play football for the last couple of years now, and be neat. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to have a Bearcat. If he wasn't a Bearcat, I would be less excited about it. He's not
Homer.
Yeah, he's not like, a world beater. But Kiner would be a fun guy to add to the running back room.
Yeah, and I'm with the Bengals draft a running back, late every year or every couple of years, because like Chase Brown is your feature back. Chase Brown, I think, is the perfect running back for this offense.
Mm-hmm.
He was a victim of they had like the worst run blocking grade in the league last year.
Yeah,
at or right around the very bottom. So like fix that. He's probably going to have even more success. But this isn't a run the football team. Running back in the second round, or Drew doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with the toxicity of mock draft season. I'm kind of just out on mock drafts.
Yeah.
Like we can do them on the show, but like on my Twitter feed, I just don't think I'm going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Somebody posted a mock that had Quinshad Judkins from Ohio State in the second round. I just said, like, if they draft a running back in the second round, I'm going to be very upset. And James Rapine's like, Drew doesn't know ball. And I decided that the last like fucking 5 interactions I've had with the guy, he's been a dick. So I blocked him. Fuck it.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
So
you're out here starting wars. Jesus.
I'm not, it's not a war. I fucking get off your high horse. But the whole Twitter timeline does this every offseason.
Mock draft,
right? Like
wild.
Like it's free agency, like there's some contention, but by the time we get to mock draft season, I think we're all just bored as shit.
Yeah.
And people are like arguing. It has gotten so like volatile on the timeline with some of these, and it's not just me. Like I see it with other people. I'm like, these people are fucking going at it, dude.
Like I don't like a guy posts a draft. Like we do it for fun. Like, oh look, I did this. This is how it shook out. What do you think? Like, just be like, oh yeah, I see that. I think I would have taken him here. Was he available? Don't like threaten his family because he picked a tackle when you would have picked an edge rusher. Like people get so mad over mock drafts and they repost. And I'm not just talking about Rapine. I know you guys are going at it, but anybody gets mad. Mad. They retweet him and they're like, you're killing me. I can't believe, how could you do this? You don't know anything about football. It's like, dude, it's for fun. It's a fucking app.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking off on a simulator.
We have no idea what's going to happen. And we're all just guessing and posting these. And what are you going to do? Post the same one every time? No, you're going to post different ones. Oh, this guy was available this time. Everybody just chill the fuck out. Like it's just
dude. I just think we get football bored because there's nothing happening right now. We got pre-draft visits are as exciting as reading a tweet and be like, oh, that guy's going to visit the Bengals. Okay. There's nothing to feed or scratch the football itch. So like, I think we're just fucking arguing. This is when the tailgate beefs start and we're arguing over mock drafts and you don't know ball. And it's like, dude, we just got to get through to training camp, and we're all gonna be back on the same side. We all want the same thing, dude. I don't give a shit if I'm wrong about every opinion I have on the Bengals this offseason. If it leads them to a Super Bowl and they win against every single thing that I did, I am going to be happy as hell.
Absolutely.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's just the offseason, dude. Like the Twitter timeline. I don't know if this happens in like every fan base or not, because I'm in the Bengals bubble. I live in the Bengals world. But dude, it turns into fucking war.
Yeah.
Like right around April.
It's aggressive. Yeah. People are bored. You're absolutely right. Like it's never this serious. Like during the season, you live and die by your team. Obviously you can get upset and stuff, but like stop fighting each other over mock drafts.
It's so wild, dude.
It's so
like, I don't know if I would take a tight end in the second round. It's like, well, I hope your whole fucking family goes down. Whoa.
Yeah. Hold on.
Relax.
All I said was Walter Nolan might be a good pick. Like, it's just like, I think I did a mock draft where I drafted James Pierce and some guy got really pissed at me. It's like, dude, okay, I get it. You don't like Tennessee. Like, it falls in line with a lot of, and I'm going to get hate for this, like the Ohio State fans that are like, you can't draft any more Michigan players. Dude, if they're good at football, I don't give a fuck where they played college. Like, you said they could have played football for the fucking Taliban. If they come here and they're good at football and we win a Super Bowl, let's go. Like, it's just like, Jesus.
I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
The no Michigan players thing, you got to completely just flop that out the window if Will Johnson slides to 17 and that's the name on the Bengals draft card. I don't think that he does. I don't think there's much chance he drops that far, but like I've seen some mocks with him sliding. That man, I pray to God he goes to a team I don't hate.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be so good at football. And I hope it's not for a team that I despise.
Keep him out of the AFC North and off the Chiefs, and I think I'll be all right with it. That's where I would be at with a player that I like.
Nick Fott would sprint if Will Johnson was there, and he hates Michigan.
Yeah.
Greg Luther says the same thing. Now, I don't think Greg is a big Michigan hater. Greg's a bigger Cincinnati guy, so I don't think he has the animosity in his heart for the for Michigan. And, Nick said he would do the same for Mason Graham, another guy. Please do not go to a team I hate. He might go top 5. I heard Cleveland likes him a lot, and that makes me sad. Yeah, that makes me sad. I don't want to do that.
That would really suck.
So, like, I don't know, man. It's become this weird, like, I hate the inner fan base wars. Like I just don't like it. Like, okay, like you said you would want to draft Ashton Jenney if he was there at 17.
17, yeah, I would. Absolutely, I would. Yeah.
I don't hope that your brakes don't work on your car tomorrow. Yeah. I just disagree.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
dude, like some of these people will go at it, and like I'll scroll the timeline, dude, and these people will be just bam, 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 and it's like we're getting personal here, boys.
Yeah,
like we're talking about football players.
Chill.
There's not been one single Bengals mock draft posted that's going to be correct for all 6 picks. There's not.
No, never.
Like,
absolutely not.
It's this internet. This internet's a wild world.
We fall in love with guys every year, and then they pass over them. Like, what was the tight end? Brock Bowers, Ohio kid. They're gonna grab him. Michael Mayer. Yeah, they're Ohio. Yeah, was Mayer's the Ohio kid, right? Yeah,
Mayer's the Cincinnati guy. Yeah,
Cincinnati guy.
But they wanted Brock Bowers too.
Right, but it's like they're all like Michael Mayer. Like, dude, that's a sure pick. He's a local guy. It's just like Sam Hubbard. They're gonna grab him. They pass right over him. You know what I mean? Like, nobody knows who these guys are going to pick. And they're going to pick random guys that you're like, I've not heard of that guy. Welcome to the team. You know what I mean? And you just have to accept that. So, I don't know.
Michael Mayer is a Northern Kentucky guy. You're right.
Okay. All right. Close enough. Enough.
Keep us dating dumbasses in check here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cincinnati is not Kentucky. Actually, they're all connected by water. So, if it floods, whose water...
Oh yeah, is it the same? Are we the same right now?
This is just one big land. Speaking of that, did you hear Katie Blackburn said some more dumb shit?
No, I didn't. I've been really busy this week. Is it bad?
She pretty much said the Bengals can go wherever they want after.
Oh, I read that. I think that was taken out of context, though. It sounded like what she was talking about is, if the stadium lease and all this shit goes awry, they would go to like a suburb or something, like what Cleveland's doing. That's somebody posted like the full kind of conversation, and that is what she was talking about.
So we got interneted.
Yes, people did, because initially I reposted it too, and I was like, what is she doing this week? Like, why do they keep putting her in front of a microphone? Like, what is going on? But I think that was violently taken out of context. And I don't think she was saying, if this shit doesn't work, we'll go to North Dakota. Like, she was not saying that. So yeah.
Take Cordell Volson home.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Michael Ruff, $10 super bomb.
Come on.
I'd like for the Bengals to win 1 trillion football games this season. Michael Mayer may be traded back home. You know, if they were interested in doing a little trade situation for Michael Mayer, because they do have Brock Bowers, who was an absolute monster last year, I'd take a flyer on him.
Is Trey a tradable commodity now at this point?
No.
Why haven't we signed him? We haven't signed him. So to me, it's like, What are we doing? To me, it's either we sign him or trade him now at this point.
You want to
Like,
trade Trey Henderson, dude? I hope your house catches
No.
on fire.
No, yeah, right, exactly. No, I do not. But like, if we're gonna sit here and not sign the guy and let him walk after this season, like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? We don't need to go
Yeah.
down we don't need to go down the Trey Hendrickson rabbit hole. We've got plenty of time to talk about that. But like, we don't know what's going to happen this offseason. We haven't given the guy a contract. Talking about trades, shit, is he on the table or is that truly done like it's been reported? I don't know. There's a lot of guys in the first round I'd be happy with. Obviously, there's Malachi Starks, Mike Green. If Will Johnson falls, hell yeah. I like plenty of guys. James Pierce. I don't know how it's going to shake out. You know what I mean? Who knows who goes? In Mel Kiper's latest draft, there was a massive quarterback run in the late first, second round. So are all these quarterbacks that we're like thinking are going to be third, fourth round picks going to get picked? And there's going to be more guys we like that are available. I mean, who knows? Everybody's guessing. So.
But there was talk. What made me bring that up? There was talk like somebody's like, well, they could move the Bengals to like Covington. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
If you want to take them to Loveland or Mason, like it would suck. I would prefer they stayed downtown.
Yeah,
but like somebody was like, well, they could build a stadium in Covington. Like, dog, we get the Cincinnati's and Kentucky jokes from Cleveland enough. Don't actually do that.
Yeah.
Don't actually put the stadium there, please.
I don't think they're going to move. There's going to be a last minute. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, if they do move, make it north, not south. The stadium in Kentucky would absolutely suck. That would be miserable.
Yeah, that would stink bad.
The Covington Bengals. It would be terrible, terrible.
Yeah, could you just it'd be a bad day. Bad day on the Twitter timeline for that. Now's a good time to like this stream. This has been one of our worst shows in recent memory.
Yeah.
So we would appreciate if you liked it. If you're new here, we're sorry. It's usually like a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying dumb shit and picking fights on the internet and clicking the wrong buttons. That's how this Tuesday's gone. But this beer's delicious.
Exactly. 100%. Let's go through the chat a little bit.
Yeah, what are you guys doing in there?
Who do you guys want at 17? Throw it in the chat. We'll pop it up. We'll talk about it a little bit. If you want to pull some comments up that are already there while they're thinking and putting who they want at 17, we can talk at some of that. We got a little time left. 10 minutes here. Let's go through the chat.
T. Brookie did say that they were twisting the words. It was just an answer to a question. So maybe I got. I typically will go read further to try to see, but I got.
I think he's disagreeing with me. But T. Brookie, I think he's saying twisting the words, comma, it was an answer to a question. T. Brookie, if you could elaborate on that. But if you get the whole context, she wasn't saying we're going to move out of the city and be the Idaho Bengals. She was saying we'll move the stadium somewhere else.
Which would still stink. I love it.
Yeah, but I don't think it was as bad as people are making. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But when I read the context, it was not as bad as people were making it out. Had she not said the other stupid thing before, I don't think it would have been as big of a deal.
That's true. And you know how the internet deals. They run with shit. Can we draft Drew Garrison at left guard at 17? Buddy, you don't even have to invest a draft pick.
Yeah,
I'll do it for $500,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
And unlimited clothing.
The Carolina Panthers just signed a basketball player to play tight end. So why can't they sign a podcast host to play guard for the Bengals?
Except for like multiple things about my body. I don't know what would stop them.
Athleticism, ability to get out of bed in the morning, drinking habits. Yeah, there's a lot working against you, but I would.
Didn't mean to cut you off there, but not in the chat, but a text from Dad. He still wants Mike Green if he's there at 17.
Yes,
a lot of people are falling in love with Mike Green. He's a freak.
I'd love it.
I really want to know. About some of the off the field stuff. He's got the sexual assault, obviously, but I think he got kicked out of Virginia for some behavior things, and I'm just so leery because of how the Jermaine Burton situation panned out this year.
Yeah,
it's just like, maybe I'm good on risks for now, but like there is also no denying what that guy can do on a football field. There's no denying the athleticism and the talent.
Yeah. Nolan, no matter what, at 17. Nolan would be fun. Visiting.
Lots of love for Nolan. He did visit.
Visiting.
In the heart of the Batavia Bengals. That sounds gross.
Yeah, it does. T. Brookie, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know if it was the same interview. I don't know. But to me, if you read the whole thing, Doesn't sound like she's saying we'll fucking move to South Carolina. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to spend any more energy on it. I don't. If she's going to say stupid shit, she's going to say stupid shit. Oh, he is saying internet was twisting words. Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Check Raj. Check Raj.
Loveland does already have the Tigers. Loveland is already the Tigers, so that would make sense. Whoops, clicked the wrong one. The Batavia Bengals sounds like their team drink would be Diet Root Beer. Wade, shut the fuck up.
Jack Sawyer at 17. Oh,
I know what you're trying to do to me, Wade.
Yep.
I know what you're trying to do to me. Oh, Jesus Christ. That would be a bad day for me. I've resigned. Wild. I've resigned to like I said it on Twitter. I just hope the Bengals draft a bunch of good football players to help us win football games. I'm not going to be pissed off if it's this guy and not this guy, and because I can't do shit about it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't love the Amarius Mims pick last year. I was dead wrong. I was wrong. Yeah. And that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I was wrong. I want to be wrong. When the Bengals do something and I'm like, that was fucking dumb, I want to be wrong. I want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it is better for me that I am wrong about that. And I'm okay with saying that. I wanted Penei Sewell over Jamar Chase. And if you had Penei Sewell, you probably wouldn't say it was wrong. But this offense and this team doesn't get as far as it has gotten without Jamar Chase. I'm cool with that. I would love to be wrong. If I say the Bengals did something stupid, I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong about how they've handled the guard position. I think it's dumb as fuck. But I would love to be wrong about it. And I'm okay with being wrong about it because that means better things for the football team.
Yeah, Jack Sawyer at 17 would be Sam Hubbard at 17. And when we draft Sam Hubbard in the 3rd round, been a great player, but not a first-round player. So,
hey, I love Root Beer Zero. The old A&W, Root Beer Zero, love it.
Nothing wrong
Josh
with that.
put me on game to that, actually. It's a good time to probably do this.
Second of the season. And the Bengals go up again.
I was having a bad day. My day just got better. I should have done that earlier.
Yeah, I love that too. Michael Roth apologized for shitting on Kentucky, but it's the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't have a problem with Kentucky at all. I have no beef with Kentucky.
No beef with Kentucky
whatsoever.
I
love people. I love Kentucky. It's fun over there. Used to go down to that aquarium area where the bars are. There was a bar down there called Bulldogs in Newport. Used to go to in college. I think it's since closed down for you young bucks. It doesn't exist anymore, but we'd go to Bulldogs all the time.
I think it was called Brothers.
Brothers is there too. Yeah. Oh, it was Bulldogs to Brothers?
I'm not sure, but I have been thrown out of Brothers.
Yeah, I haven't been thrown out of Bulldogs, but I've been in a fist fight in Bulldogs. Yeah, so nice area, Newport. Aquarium's great for the kids. Michael, you got some good stuff right over the river. Nothing.
No. Yeah. Zero hate for Kentucky. I just don't want the Bengals there.
Yeah. We just would get made fun of so much. It would be so bad. It would be so bad. Oh my God.
So we've got another. Any ice cream tonight? Or are you getting shut out again?
Oh.
I don't know if there'll be ice cream. My wife has decided she's going to coach a volleyball team on Tuesday evenings, right when I do my show. So my child is at the Springboro YMCA in the play area, running around.
Heck yeah!
With one of my buddies taking care of keeping an eye on her, because why not pick up that hobby when I have this going on?
Starks for sure. If they pick Starks, awesome safety help. Starks is a beast.
Starks is a monster.
Cannot lose. JPJ, why can't I put this in my brain?
Who is JPJ? I think of Jackson Powers Johnson, but he went last year.
I don't know who we're talking about.
Who's JPJ? James Pierce Jr.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like James Pierce. Yeah. I've never heard him called JPJ, so that's new, but
it took a minute. Not a smart guy up here, but I can put things together if you just give me time to sound it out.
100%.
Pierce, a little bit of a step back this year. Had 9.5 sacks in 2023. I think 7.5 this year.
Yeah.
Does have a visit with the Bengals lined up. I think I mentioned earlier. So he is likely, on their radar. They're going to spend these top 30 visits only on guys that I'm assuming that they'd be relatively serious about taking at 17. So there's some interest there. Wade tells me I don't know ball because I don't want Jack Sawyer at 17. Jack Sawyer is so just like
That would suck. Yeah.
it's like I have an old iPhone. I'm just gonna trade it in for a newer iPhone.
Yeah.
Like the old iPhone's Sam Hubbard, the new iPhone's Jack Sawyer. Now, if Jack Sawyer went on to have a Sam Hubbard-like career in Cincinnati, I'd be completely fine with it. If you want to take Jack Sawyer in the second round,
I don't know if I want him there.
Okay with it. I don't necessarily want him there either, but I can live with it. But if he did it at 17, I'd crash the fuck out.
If we pick Starks at 17, Starks falls, or God, Will Johnson falls, and like we still need pass rush. If we get to 49 and I'm staring Ratledge and Jack Sawyer in the face, I'm picking Ratledge.
Got to.
Like I don't know about Jack Sawyer. I don't know, man. I think he could be a dog, but I don't know if he's our dog. You know what I mean?
He's not our dog if Tate Ratledge is there. Absolutely not.
If Jack Sawyer falls to the third, okay, but he's not going to. But if he falls to the third, okay. But I don't know. He's not the edge rusher or the defensive end that I want in this draft. So
if they were looking at Tate Ratledge on the board at 49 and that draft card said Jack Sawyer, I might get kicked off Twitter.
I'd be upset.
That would be bad.
I would legitimately be upset. Yeah. I would tweet out some choice words. I would be like, what are we thinking?
Yeah. Big time crash out. Big time crash out opportunity.
I'm trying to think of the last draft crash out I've had.
I haven't had a big crash out.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Mims, you were close.
If the Bengals draft Sawyer, I'm getting Drew the jersey. Oh, I'd have to learn to love him, but I would break my I'm only pissed for 24 hours. I have a rule.
Yeah.
If they make a pick I don't like, I give myself 24 hours to be pissed, and then he's a Bengal. He's got stripes on his head. Let's fucking go. That's my guy.
You did
Jack
it with
Sawyer
him.
over Tate. Yeah. And dude, this isn't like a brag or whatever, but I watch Mims play very good football. I've actually talked to him a few times recently.
Yeah.
Great dude. Love him. So glad he's the right tackle of the Bengals. Didn't like it when it happened. They proved me wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking great with it. He's a great human being, great football player. Cool.
Yeah, the guy's awesome. We've talked to him a couple times, but you weren't mad necessarily that the pick was Mims. There was just other guys available that kind of fit needs that you were more focused in on. Like
Mims that's it.
Yeah, Mims was good. I remember us having a discussion off air. It was like, I'm not mad about Mims, the player. I just thought, who was the tackle? The fuck was that guy's name? He's a commander. Johnny Wilson. We were looking
Johnny
at
Wilson, big Johnny Wilson guy last year.
Yeah, we were looking at a guy like that, and then Mims was the pick, and that's what you said. But no, Mims is going to be here a long time, and I love that dude. I got his jersey now, so I'm pumped.
So you were only pissed for 24 hours with the Jackson Carman pick, Billy Price. I wasn't mad about Billy Price. I talked myself into Billy Price pretty quickly. But I was pretty upset over Jackson Carman with like Creed Humphrey on the board. And
I didn't get
a lot of other things. I was pretty upset with that. I'm like, oh, you drafted a guy with fucking back issues. Cool.
Could you imagine if we drafted Creed Humphrey?
Oh,
could you imagine if we had Creed Humphrey right now and Jackson Carman didn't happen? That would be.
Oh man. Now I will say Creed Humphrey's a center, and I'm very happy with the center of the Cincinnati Bengals. Love Ted Karras to death. Would that have led to Ted Karras coming to Cincinnati to play guard, and we still get all of the cool things that happen from him? I don't know, but I will say
butterfly effect. As
good as Creed Humphrey is, and how cool that would have been, I am very very happy with the center of the Cincinnati Bengals now. It's just the guards.
Absolutely.
That's the guards.
That's not what I was saying. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Maybe Creed comes in and we plays guard. Maybe Karras doesn't. I don't know, but we just need guards. We just fucking need guards. I don't get it.
I'm gonna give you this one first. Who do you draft in the following scenario? Starks, Campbell, Green, Burks. So that's the tackle from Texas. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, if all four of these guys are on the board at pick 17, where do you go?
I'm going Green.
Going Green? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going.
I think I would go Malachi Starks.
That's fair. I would be between those two if you threw that in front of me. Yeah.
I think Starks could replace your Jesse Bates void that you've been trying to fill since he left. I love Green as a prospect. Yeah. I'm just worried about the other shit.
I think we're better off at safety than we are at pass rushing. right now. Like, I think
True.
we still should probably bring in a Xavier Watts or something if they're available, right? Or another guy like Mbuka. But I think like push comes to shove, pass rush is the much greater need because you can survive with Geno Stone and Jordan Battle back there. But if you add a guy in the later rounds that could maybe come in and supplant one of them, but I think pass rush is like the immediate need.
Yeah, because the pass rush can make things so much better for everybody. It makes life easier on your linebackers. It makes life much easier on your defensive backs, your corners, and your safeties. If you can get the quarterback off the spot, get him flustered, have him throw the ball away. You know, he drops back, he's got pass rush in his face, he tries to dump it off. Those are the balls that fall on Logan Wilson's hands. Like, it makes life better for everybody. It's like the cure-all for a defense, I think, is a good pass rush. And like right now, outside of Hendrickson, obviously we know that's an iffy situation, but outside of him, there's not anything there. I believe in Myles Murphy, but even beyond him, like I'm not singing from the rooftops about Joseph Osai anymore. I'm just not.
Yeah. I could also be dead wrong, and Starks could turn into Jesse Bates. And if I was in that situation and it was Green and Starks, and I was like saying Green, and they pick up Starks, and he becomes, like Luther said, and he becomes a leader of this defense, and like even touches what Jesse Bates was, I'm happy.
How can you not?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
You know, one thing I haven't looked at in the draft crop is who are these guys' agents? We got any Mulligetta guys on the board? Because you might just have to take them off.
Avoid them. Avoid it. Jesus.
You're not going to get a lot of guys to leave David Mulligetta like T. Higgins did. So watch that too. Let's see who some of these guys are repped by, because Jesse Bates was great for those 5 years, and then he was gone.
He Mulligeta'd us. And again, I don't hate Mulligetta. I just hate how good he is at his job.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I've talked shit about him like as a human being, which I probably shouldn't do. But he is very, very good at his job.
Yeah.
You can't knock the hustle on that side of things. If I make this shot with this little pink child basketball, there will be world peace on Bengals Twitter from this moment forward, all the way until week 1, when we're all at Paycor Stadium screaming "Hooday," drinking garage beer, tailgating, maybe sitting in canoes. That's what's going to happen if I make this shot.
All right.
I rimmed out. We're all fucked.
Wow.
Didn't drop the shot.
All right. Load your weapons. Get ready for war, folks. The shot didn't go in.
It's going to get worse.
Yeah. We're at about an hour here on a slow ass, just abysmal part of the off season. So I think we can call it. Chat is great. What do you got?
Update on the Reds. Matt McClain went to the IL. Will Benson's back up. Novale Marte's back up. Reds won last night, but still may be fucked. So follow for more in-depth baseball.
They stink. Oh, and also one more thing. Logan Wilson's softball game announced.
Back June 11th, Wednesday, Day Air Ballpark, Cincinnati, Bengals legends, hitting dingers. I can't wait. It's been a blast the last 2 years.
As soon as I saw you post that, I put leave in immediately for the 11th because we got to get there. That's gonna.
I might take the day off too.
Yeah, I took the day off 100%. We got to.
Yeah, shout out to the Cowboy. I tweeted that. I said, "Hey, Logan, are we back?" And he said we never left.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I
was like, okay, you're true. You never left. Back at the same spot. Day Air Ballpark. It's a Wednesday, which is a little different than last year. It was on a Saturday. How much are tickets for that? I don't think tickets are for sale yet. I know last year they had lawn seats that were a little bit cheaper, but I think $30-$40 got you in a regular seat there in the field box, if I'm not mistaken, last year. But I don't know. It's tariffs and shit now, dude. I don't know. Tickets are more expensive for what?
Tariffs for charity softball tickets. Oh man, yeah.
Where does the paper come from?
Yeah, absolutely. Look out for some content from us on that. We worked with them last year. Sounds like we might be working with them again this year. I don't want to put a cart before the horse. Maybe they cut us loose because I keep making Taliban jokes. Who knows? But look out for content. Even if they decide to hate us, we're still going to retweet it because Logan's doing stuff for a great charity. So keep your eyes peeled. And hooday. That's all I got.
Yeah, and one more plug. Oh shit, where'd you go?
It's okay.
Did not mean to do that. I know you're going to be out of the area for work, but the Project Game Day Draft Party April 25th, the Friday of the second and third rounds at the Foaling Warehouse. $30. All of the money goes directly to getting people with disabilities and military veterans to their first Bengals games. There's going to be Midwest Best Barbecue, phenomenal chicken wings. There's going to be a Coney bar. There's going to be garage beer. There's going to be people throwing footballs at pins. There's going to be people selling and giving away very, very cool Bengals merchandise. Trip from fans of Cincy's on the board. Me and KB are going to give away some custom Nike Air Force Ones to somebody. So there's going to be plenty to do there. So please, if you have nothing to do, swing by. I know it's not free with a winky emoji like that one company wanted to keep telling you, but it goes to a great cause. I'm ready for war today. I'm sorry.
I know, dude. We're gonna get everybody talking about us after this. Jesus.
That's the internet, baby, right? All attention's good attention.
Fuck it.
No?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Oh.
Fuck it. Yeah.
So it's going to be a good time. Plenty of people coming down there. Greg Luther was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here. He's one of the members of Project Game Day. We had Matt on a couple of weeks ago to tell us a little bit more about it. Jordan Battle's going to be there. A couple other players on the maybe list. Can't quite announce them yet, but there might be some other names that you know there. Watch the Bengals pick their second and third picks that night with us at the Foaling Warehouse, and you can I'll FaceTime you while you're in Zimbabwe.
Yep. There we go. Who day?
It has not sold out yet. It is getting close to selling out, though. So get your tickets before it absolutely is full. And one more big shout out to Garage Beer. We love you. I'm going to finish this one off. We're going to sign off, and we're going to get back to the war on the internet that I could not prevent because I couldn't make a shot on a mini hoop. Wasn't much left there. Oh, it's not a good show until that helmet makes an appearance. So I'm glad that happened. We almost forgot that it was always directly in your reach, no matter what. Who day?
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go.